Hola a todos mis amigos. Hello. Welcome to all my friends. Welcome to the Texicano channel. I'm your host, Tex. I'm here today to recommend a very nostalgic time period film that focuses on a brotherly relationship that gets rudely interrupted by the introduction of a female and her teenage son. I'm talking about what I think to be one of the most powerful movies of this last year. It's called The Power of the Dog. The Power of the Dog. Released by Netflix this past year, 2021. It appears to be a contender for the Oscars. Yeah, I saw it. I sat there and I really enjoyed it. It's a brilliant piece of work. You may ask yourself, why would a film with very limited cast members and takes place in the middle of a nowhere cattle ranch in the middle of Montana, circa the first quarter of the 1900s, why would a film like this be in the running for this year's top Academy Awards? It's a good question. Well, it's about the content. Might be the first time you see cowboys without guns. A Western with cowboys not wearing guns. Pretty cool. Remember 2007's No Country for Old Men? Yeah, I know I do. Blew everybody away. Of course, that one had lots of guns in it, but it's an amazing story. Just like that, Power of the Dog is just so well written and so well directed. It's one of those movies that it's rare to see because it hits the subject matter so hard and so clear. It goes in so many tangents with its film's main character that the viewer is just simply left with a sense of scratching their head. With the severe case of, I wonder why. Why would someone do that? Or why would this character think this way? Or could a character be that evil? Well, something you really have to be patient with. You have to be a patient viewer in order to see the genius of the storytelling. Well, yeah, you have to give it time to evolve. And if you've got the time, it's a pretty long movie, sit there and enjoy it. But don't worry, the main character, portrayed by this English actor, was a wizard in some other universe. Just plays an amazing role as the quintessential Montana cattle rancher boss man. Yep, he's a boss man. Him and his brother. He and his brother. It took a Brit to act out an incredible character that makes the viewer cringe and draw back because of the character's rigidity and frailties. Yeah, you're gonna get to really dive into this character. You'll learn to love this character, you'll learn to hate him, but you'll love him just because of the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he laughs. And he can also play a lick or two on the banjo. I mean, the way he rides his horses, the way he embraces the true American West nitty-gritty dirtiness of being a rough and tumble rancher. Plus, a conniving and calculating brother. And whose brother is like that? No, not mine. Yours? But you'll also get to admire him for his kindness, the beauty and the buff, yeah, and just his strut. This, I would say, is a beautiful and vibrant person that is on the screen throughout most of the film. His character development just lets the viewer have an inner turmoil as to why this particular brother really is just kind of strange, and why does he do certain things that appear callous and uncouth, but yet very calculating and well thought out. He's a mesmerizing character, and you get to take it all in. If I can give you a little bit of the storyline, you'll see that two brothers who are Montana cattle ranchers in the early 1900s, you'll see the relationship thrown into a tailspin when one brother decides to wed a woman who has a teenage son. And not only does he wed this woman, both join the two brothers in the running of the ranch. Yeah, he brings his new family to the ranch. Both the teenage son and the new bride have no inkling about ranch life. And this is where the conflict arises and the story evolves. You know that when you introduce someone new to a particular type of work, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. The introduction of these two persons into a giant ranch house that has had no, per se, life in it, all of a sudden life awakens. With what will be misjudgments, contradictions, temptations, aggravations, and alcohol-induced stupors that will further reveal more of our characters' misgivings. It's just a real good film to watch, and it flows along slowly, but it's a beautiful story. And about the title, The Power of the Dog. The Power of the Dog. It's not about a dog. Whether some people might read some subtext to the end of the title of the movie, just referring to it as a biblical verse reference. Well, it's there if you want to look for it. But I think it's up to the viewer to place their interpretation to the storyline as they see the story unfolding before them. And it's a great story. Real good characters. Both brothers. The bride. The teenage son. Their circumstances. Just a beautiful cinematography. Remember, here at the Texas Texicano channel, our motto is absolutely no spoilers. So with that in mind, I will say this. Some people, will say this, that, and the other. But I always refer to a point that I like to make about this 1976 song. It talks about some hotel out in the middle of a desert somewhere in California. I know that that particular song, those particular lyrics, have been interpreted in so many ways. But I believe you interpret the meaning of words, of the storyline, of a movie, in your own way. Just know that this film's cinematography and story pushes forward all the way through. No flashbacking, no retelling, no dream sequences, just straight forward. And I love that about it. You even get to meet an amazing character that you will not see on screen. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you get to witness such realistic, very realistic, a certain way of how tough life was on the range and how men and women evolved during that time. I definitely see a best picture, a best actor, perhaps a best supporting actress, maybe best cinematography, best sound, best editing, best screenplay nominations for this film. It is a film really worth watching, in particular because of the way the American cowboy life is portrayed. I recommend that you sit down, watch this film when you're in the mood to view something that is very entertaining, it's puzzling, and it's outright beautiful. Just beautiful. Remember, the beauty of the story will grow on you as the film progresses. You'll get to understand the character development and why the director chose to shoot things in a certain way. It's been my pleasure talking to you about The Power of the Dog. Until our next review, you're watching the Texas Texarkana channel. Tune in next time. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel